One of the most remote sovereign nations on Earth balances its entire national infrastructure on a single multi-million-dollar internet domain. The geographic constraints here are absolute. The highest point of elevation across the entire archipelago sits exactly 4.6 meters above sea level. Between November and April, the active cyclone season pushes heavy ocean swells and torrential cloudbursts across the equator, frequently halting inter-island transit. The environment stabilizes during the dry season from May to September, when the humidity drops and the trade winds allow for reliable maritime movement. Yet behind the quiet coral atolls and peaceful Polynesian villages, a heavy financial friction exists. This is a high-cost island economy, intensely dependent on imported goods. When a sovereign government faces shrinking physical borders and possesses practically zero exportable natural resources, it has to answer a basic mathematical question. How does it prevent total bankruptcy? The baseline cost of living is dictated by the soil. There is no domestic commercial manufacturing, and the coral sand yields severely limited crop production. Measured, as a result, nearly 90% of all consumer groceries, processed foods, fuel, and hardware must be shipped across massive ocean channels via Fiji. These shipping containers represent the island's absolute reliance on external freight. The entire financial architecture of the nation is subsequently locked to the Australian dollar. This chart maps the premium placed on everyday living costs. A casual fresh seafood plate runs $8 to $15, while modernized housing carries steep utility premiums. In Funafuti, a secure one-bedroom unit demands $500 to over $950 a month. Balancing the national ledger against these imported costs through traditional physical industry is mathematically impossible. The state requires an alternative lifeline to survive. The solution to this geographic deficit is entirely digital. Tuvalu holds the legal rights to a highly coveted two-letter country code internet domain, .tv. Global streaming giants like Twitch and Amazon lease this extension for their gaming and broadcast platforms, routing international capital directly back to the government. Mapping the Tuvaluan national budget, the scale of this arrangement becomes clear. The .tv domain leases secured nearly 10% of the country's annual revenue. Those tech dollars immediately convert into physical infrastructure, funding schools, medical supplies, and critical seawalls. By detaching its primary economic engine from its physical borders, the nation bypasses the limitations of its own geography. In the capital of Funafuti, the state's digital investment provides a technical entry point for specialized workers, turning a remote atoll into a viable workspace for those who don't rely on local manufacturing. While local job markets are limited, the availability of high-speed satellite internet allows technical directors and digital builders to pull foreign currency into the territory while operating completely detached from traditional industrial boundaries. The government manages a strictly structured entry framework. Citizens of the European Union and Schengen Zone receive 90 days of visa-free entry, while most other major passports are granted a 30-day visa on arrival, completely free of charge. Clearing the Funafuti border requires exact documentation: a passport with 6 months validity, a return flight routing through Fiji, and a verified local accommodation voucher. Those who enter find profound communal harmony. Violent crime is practically non-existent, allowing residents and visitors to walk the main roads with absolute peace of mind, even at 3 in the morning. The daily rhythm is completely ocean-centric. The local diet relies heavily on these fresh catches, specifically yellowfin tuna simmered in thick coconut milk, served alongside specialized root crops like baked Pulaka. Evening routines heavily revolve around village gatherings and the rhythms of traditional Fatelli music, while the massive open-air airfield converts into a public sports ground as the sun sets. Integration into the global digital economy has not diluted Tuvalu's culture. Instead, the incoming foreign capital simply acts as a financial shield, actively preserving the slow maritime rhythm of the entire atoll. With its highest point just over 4 meters above the waves, Tuvalu represents the most immediate physical test for climate adaptation strategies. The government's survival depends on its ability to pivot its economic identity toward digital assets as its physical territory becomes increasingly precarious. It proves that a nation's most valuable asset does not have to be extracted from the earth. It can be leased from the cloud. Would you establish your remote workspace inside this digital Pacific sanctuary, where a single internet domain funds the government, and the main runway becomes a playground every evening? Let us know in the comments below. Next stop, Uganda. We examine the booming technology hubs, emerald volcanic lakes, and the roaring White Nile rapids of East Africa. Subscribe to the channel to stay real.